here are two countries where there's a difference in consumption. A higher percentage of people drink in Italy. More alcohol is consumed in Italy. What are you shaking your head for? Are you Italian? What's this chart say? Can you look at these numbers? I know you're only in college, but I only have 4 numbers up here. What does this chart say? Don't look at me. Look at the chart. What's it say?
It says that Italy has an increasing drinking less.
Well done. Hey, about half of men in Italy drink daily. Hardly any men in Ireland drink daily. So you can see consumption is not that high. However, half of men binge drink at least once a week in Ireland, while the figure is far lower for Italy. And that pattern is the most healthy. It produces the least alcohol-related mortality, and it actually prolongs life to drink in that fashion. And there's continuity between the way those parents drink and the way children drink. The European School Survey Project, that doesn't include the U.S., shows the countries with drunk 3 or more times in the last month, 15 to 16-year-olds. Look at that dichotomy. Now, nobody has a 21-year drinking age, but those above 18-year-old drinking age, those below have a CC really lower. In many ways, there's actually kind of no drinking age in Greece and Portugal. You can walk into a restaurant with a child of any age, and if you were a parent, they'll serve that child alcohol. Next. Here's the United States. And Jim went over this data, John did too. By the time they're 18, 3/4 of American kids have drunk alcohol. By the time they're 21, 90% have drunk alcohol. And they're drinking, pretty frequently. 50% in the last month, 18-year-olds, 70% of 21-year-olds. But here's the really important number, isn't it? A third of 18-year-olds have binge drunk in the last month. 50% of these data come from the National Survey of Drug Use and Health. This isn't communist data. This is the United States Annual Survey Research. 50% of 21-year-olds binge drink at least once a month. Now, nothing Jim said really addresses that. And maybe we have different concerns, really. That concerns me. 25% of 21-year-old Americans qualify for an abuse or dependence label on substance use, and that's 80% and higher alcohol. We're producing a nation of abusive and alcoholic drinkers by the age of 21. And so the question is, how do we prevent that? Now, Addiction Proof Your Child says there's a lot more about how to prevent addiction and excess abuse of alcohol than simply impacting the drinking age, and then simply teaching children how to drink, but it is indicative and important to consider. In those societies where there are low binge drinking and alcoholism rates, drinking is regular and accepted. It is integrated in the family setting. Like Jim, they're given alcohol by their parents, often at the dinner table or at celebrations. And a very important ingredient about this is not a permissive style of drinking. Children are taught very clearly that certain rules go along with drinking in those low alcoholism cultures. Public drunkenness and misbehavior are highly disapproved of. If you were going to teach your child to drink, ideally, it would seem that this is an extremely good model to pursue. So I'm not going to show any more slides. Where I come in on the 18-year-old college drinking age, and where I'm sympathetic to John McArdle, is this. You made a couple of mistakes. I was surprised, Bill. Prohibition began in 1919, not 1917. There are high degrees of variation, state by state and culturally in the United States in drinking. Many people are uncomfortable teaching their children to drink. There's great variations. In some states in the South, only 30% of people drink alcohol. In states in the Northeast, it's 2/3 of people drink alcohol. Where is the role of an educational institution in that kind of an environment, where there's great uneasiness about young people drinking, where the drinking age is 21, where many localities and many ethnic groups are nervous about doing it? And what John is suggesting is colleges have a critical role to play in that function to play in that teaching, that they can socialize drinking in a positive, a campus drinking place where food is served, people of all ages are present, as opposed to a massive fraternity party or out in the woods where I'm going to bring